In the era of the 2020 coronavirus pandemic, the pharmacist is doubtless at the top of the list of essential service providers. The Black Oak Pharmacy in Wayne is a typical neighborhood establishment. Work life has now become more complicated.
It used to be, patient comes in with a prescription from the doctor, we fill it, patient goes home happy, and that's it. But now there's a lot of legwork where we have to actually make sure we can access the drugs that we need to get them into the patient's hands. So a lot of after-hours work dealing with multiple distributors, manufacturers, trying to make sure that we can keep necessary drugs in stock.
Yeah, plus the way we have to deliver the medications now, it's either through a delivery or it's pickup curbside. So the way we would normally talk to patients and communicate is a lot different. Now we go outside instead of them coming inside.
Customers in need of critical medicine say they appreciate the service adjustments and the personal touch of the independent drugstore.
I've switched to this pharmacy several months ago, and they have been more than, wonderful with us with getting everything that we needed.
Why did you switch?
I was at CVS, and everything at CVS was just taking so long to get. Even with regard to COVID now, at this point, they come out, they bring me my stuff, and go in, and I'm in and out still within a minute.
They come out, they serve us, they know us by face, which is a nice thing.
It's been very good. Everybody in Jersey has really stepped up.
And you've been able to get everything you need?
Yes.
Yes.
The doctors have been great. We do online, the video chats. I prefer the smaller pharmacy though. It's more personal. They come out, they know me. And so for me, they come right out to me.
According to Black Oak, at the beginning of the pandemic, there was a run on drugs.
A lot of the antibiotics and breathing medicines, especially rescue inhalers, were initially on back order, but our distributors did a great job in limiting what people can order. They didn't want any one pharmacy hoarding all of their product. They wanted to make sure that everyone could have access to it. So we really never had an issue getting things. It was just how much we could get in what time. Albuterol inhalers, so your ProAirs, your Proventals, your Ventolins, azithromycin, or the big one was the hydroxychloroquine when President Trump announced that may be a drug that could help people. We saw that fly off the shelves rather quickly, but a lot of protocols were put in place where people weren't allowed to hoard those items.
While a pharmacy dispenses life-saving medicine, it's also a business. The lack of customers in the store means a drop in overall sales, which can in turn impact the companies that make those products.
When people come into the store, they shop around, they look around, they browse, they buy other items. So now people are just getting what they need, whether it be just a prescription or coming in for just Tylenol or coming in for a thermometer or a pulse oximeter. It's just items that they need, and then we're bringing it out to the car. So you're not getting those extra sales that somebody would normally want.
Have you had to lay off anybody?
We have not. So thankfully we have a huge support system in town. The town supports us and we support them in turn, so we haven't had to do anything like that. And it's tough to complain when you have businesses that are shut down completely. For us to say our revenue's down, it's terrible. We make the best of what we can. We pay our bills on time, we pay our employees on time, and we just try to help people when we can.
And while the danger of coronavirus has not subsided, it appears the panic buying has eased.
I feel like there's a lot less panic now. When this whole thing started, people were coming in and they were just trying to buy everything they could, as much Tylenol as they could, your Lysol wipes, all your disinfectants, cough and cold stuff. Now people are realizing that this is probably for the long haul, so they've kind of taken a step back to really evaluate what they need. So we're seeing less urgency for those over-the-counter items, and the prescription volume is relatively the same. Everything's on the computer at this point, so there's databases that we deal with our distributors that we're contracted with, where we search for a drug and it tells us what we have access to related to that drug. It used to be you could order as many of an item as you wanted, but what's happened since this whole thing started is they know there's drug shortages. So our distributors, for example, will say, okay, your pharmacy can only order 6 inhalers today. They won't let you order 25, because then what'll happen is one pharmacy will buy everything and there won't be enough for all the patients in the area.
So what we did also, we were proactive. So take the drug like hydroxychloroquine. We stocked up prior, so our customers that needed hydroxychloroquine would get it, and not the patients that just wanted to have it on hand just in case, because they were touting that as one of the treatments for COVID. So we were fortunate enough for our patients to not have an issue with it.
Both pharmacists say they expect to be able to operate under the new business model for an extended period of time. Reporting from Wayne, Cesar Darius.